1881 was a busy year in Brooklyn. High above the East River, workmen inched closer to finishing the great bridge that would link Manhattan and Brooklyn. Beneath the bridge, the busy shipyards and foundries gave noisy testimony to Brooklyn's unbridled growth. As the city's population swelled with an influx of European immigrants, Brooklynites old and new traveled by rail to Coney Island and their own Academy of Music. In 1881, the first Methodist hospital in the world received its charter. From the beginning, keeping the hospital financially healthy proved to be challenging. Donations from Methodist congregations were critical. Back then, hospitals were not the complex medical centers we know today. Instead, they were charitable institutions. The poorest and least hopeful cases ended up in city-run facilities. As a voluntary hospital, Methodist served Brooklyn's working-class immigrants and their American-born children. The 20th century arrived 2 years early for Brooklyn. In 1898, it lost its status as an autonomous city and became one of 5 New York City boroughs. Over more than 50 years, like most Americans, Brooklynites served in wars fought on foreign soil, absorbed an increasingly diverse immigrant population, survived the challenges of the Great Depression and the challenges of public health threats like polio and influenza epidemics. The Methodist Hospital of Brooklyn met these challenges by enhancing the scale and scope of its facilities and services. Like a ride on the Coney Island cyclone, the prosperity of the post-war years lifted the aspirations and incomes of Brooklynites. Methodist had always been a popular place to give birth. With the post-war baby boom, Methodist picked up a nickname it carries to this day, the Baby Hospital. The future was bright with possibilities. New York Methodist doctors, surgeons, nurses, and researchers have always enjoyed a widespread reputation for their skill, dedication, and pioneering programs. People from all over Brooklyn have experienced that firsthand as the hospital has grown into a regional medical center. In 1993, Methodist joined the New York-Presbyterian healthcare system, one of the largest networks of healthcare providers in the country. The Methodist Hospital of Brooklyn officially became New York Methodist Hospital. April 2004 saw an exciting event for the people of Brooklyn with the opening of the New York Methodist Cornell Heart Center, New York City's newest cardiac surgery center, only the third such facility in Brooklyn. New York Methodist Hospital has come a long way since 1881. For 125 years, New York Methodist has served its community and played a vital role in the lives of Brooklynites. I'm Pete Hamill, and I have vivid memories of New York Methodist Hospital, or as we simply called it, the Methodist. I grew up 5 blocks from here. It was part of the small number of institutions that made up the neighborhood. It was there forever, and I hope will be here forever. Because what it did for the people growing up in that era, it is doing for people growing up in this era.